I object!
You know, it seems to me you're not in a position to do much of anything right now. Now this has turned into a criminal investigation. As an officer of the Harmony Police Department, I'm the one calling the shots.
Luis, is this really necessary?
I'm afraid so. Now, we know that Sheridan's childhood nightmares were caused by a murder committed in the Crane family mansion. There's no turning back.
This is patently absurd. You have no proof that your father was killed in our home.
Wrong again. Dr. Russell can testify that Sheridan remembered everything under hypnosis. Picking up the letter opener, seeing the blood on her own hands, and a dead body being removed from the mansion in the middle of the night. Even the victim's name, Martin Fitzgerald, my father.
Sheridan was just a little girl, Luis.
That's not the point. The point is a murder was committed, and now that we know who's responsible, arrests are going to be made. You ready, Julie? You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. To an attorney, do you understand?
I understand. This is utterly preposterous. You are arresting me based on the results of some quack hypnosis session during which my sister recalled killing someone as a child. Please!
You covered up my father's murder. You're responsible for removing his body, for lying to Sheridan and everyone else about the events of that night for all these years. Now that makes you and your father accessories to a capital crime.
Oh, I suppose you're going to arrest Alistair as well.
You're damn straight I am.
You really are a few snifters short of the decanter, aren't you, Officer?
You know, I am not afraid of either one of you. For all these years, my father was murdered in your home. You never told a soul. You let my mother, a woman who had given her blood, sweat, and tears to your family for years, cry herself to sleep 1,000 nights, wondering what happened to the man she loved, the father of her children. We were just little kids. And one day we had a father that we looked up to. A father who told us the best stories. A father who taught us how to play catch, how to fly a kite. A father who taught us how to dream. And then one day, he was gone. Without a trace, without an explanation. Do you have any idea what that was like? Do you even give a damn at all?
It's all my fault. I did this to him.
Where's the Stradivarius when you need one? Seriously? Luis, I'm beginning to think this is more about vigilante justice than the law. You sound very much to me like a son who's trying to avenge his father's disappearance.
You mean death?
I'm still not convinced he didn't just abandon the whole lot of you. Lord knows I would have run for the hills if you were all my responsibility.
Damn you, hell.
Your big body doesn't attack me. It certainly wouldn't do his already flimsy case any good in court.
Yeah, we'll see how flimsy it is when that day comes.
Think about it, Luis. What judge in his or her right mind would ever accept you as a fair and impartial public servant in this matter? You're far too emotionally involved to make an arrest. Not only are you the son of the alleged victim, you're also personally involved in my sister.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yes, and you're furious because the woman you've fallen in love with, you now think killed your father.
He hates me so much he can't even look at me.
Oh, you don't know that, Sheridan.
What else would he feel knowing that I'm the person that stole his father from him? He loved him so much.
God, you really care about him, don't you?
I tried to convince myself that nothing could ever happen between Luis and I, but I just couldn't get him out of my mind. Somewhere deep down, I never gave up hope that he and I would be together. Until now.
Sheridan.
How ironic can you get? I thought that if I could get to the truth of my nightmares, I would finally be able to have a happy, healthy relationship. I would finally be able to love and be loved. Instead, I'm about to be arrested for murder by the one man that I always hoped it would be with.
It's not over yet, Sheridan. It's obvious that Luis cares very much about you. He's just in shock, honey. We all are.
Look, I know you're trying to make me feel better, Eve, but it's not going to work. Any chance that I thought I had with Luis is over. Forever.
What's the problem, Louise? I thought you could deal with this case objectively, impartially, that you weren't emotionally involved. You're a cop, Louise. It's your duty to carry out the law, so do it. Place my sister under arrest.
It's okay, Luis.
What are you waiting for, Louise? Arrest her. Slap the cuffs on her. Drag her down to the precinct house. Make her pay for killing the father you lost at such a tender age.
You shut up, Julian.
Go ahead. Arrest me. Arrest me for your father's murder.